Mid-City, we've got about 173,000 residents that we police, 15.5 square miles. And we do that with the most amount of sworn officers on the department for a division, but we're shrinking daily. We've got about 140 patrol officers right now to cover all that area. The biggest issues we've discovered thus far in picking up North Park, and Keith deals with this daily, are the burgeoning entertainment district here on 30th and University, a lot of the bars. A lot of them have been established for a long time. Some of them are newcomers. Throw this into a mixed-use area, as you get a lot of people stumbling home down the side streets where they're parking. They're using people's lawns as restrooms. They're throwing their beer cups on the lawn. They're coming early, partying in their car, so they don't have to spend $5 a pop on a drink in a bar. All these things we're becoming more and more aware of. We have to walk the fine line now between business owners being able to do business and community members being able to live in their community. And we get that, and we're trying to walk that line and keep everybody happy. We're not going to. I get that. One day you love us, the next day you won't. I get that. I will give you this commitment. We're doing the best we can to walk that line, and we're doing the best we can to allow people to come to North Park, have a good time, get them out of here safely. Don't let them disturb the people who live here with their rowdiness. And a couple ways we're doing that is we have a bike team that's assigned solely to the 30th University area during bar break. We want them being very active. A lot of the side streets they'll ride down, they'll shoot people to their cars. People need to get arrested, they're getting arrested. Just since they started that at September 17th of last year, they've written over 500 citations for mainly pedestrian violations. We're trying to protect people from themselves, have them not walk out in front of cars. They've made over 120 contacts, arrests, mostly for drunk in public. Over 50 searches of people who are on fourth waiver amendments. So we can have the right to a little different search and seizure with them. We're putting a lot of people who have been convicted of violent crimes back in jail because of those searches. And one funny story I heard, if someone is on probation, oftentimes the condition of that is they waive their Fourth Amendment rights, which means we have the right to search them. We don't need probable cause like we ordinarily would, and I'm sure, sir, you can explain this even better. However,
he's personally experienced that.
He's instructed all of us all about that too.
We had a couple people that came up, actually one guy came up to me in a meeting, he says, I am on probation, I'm a fourth waiver, and for years I've been getting stopped, and I've been searched, and I'm cleaning up my act, and then I'm allowed to go on my way. But since Mid-City got here, I got searched, and then they asked me where my car was, and they searched my car, and then they took me home, and they searched my house, and I said, yeah, that's the way we roll. That's Mid-City style right there. So I think the word has got out because this is affecting the crime rate as well. People who have been preying on citizens here, people are preying on people who are walking the streets, we're being proactive and we're putting them in jail. Sir?
Last year, I had two groups of people having fights on my front lawn at 2 in the morning after coming up from the bars and destroying my whirligigs.
Oh, no.
So it's terrible.
What street do you live on?
29th and Landis.
I'm sure you know the house. It's the one with all the whirligigs in the front yard.
Hard to miss.
I was out last weekend. I was out at bar break last Friday night, and we have some work to do yet. I acknowledge that. And Lieutenant Lucas is meeting with the sergeants that work the area, the bike team. We have a crime suppression team, the patrol sergeants, and we're going to come up with a plan to manage that a little better. Yes?
This week in connection with the spaghetti dinner, the food was prepared at my friend's restaurant, Florencia's, right on University off the 30th, and so I was there until midnight on Friday night, which is unusual for me. But I got to say, there were a lot of people, and there was also a good police presence, and for the number of people that were out, I thought it was really well maintained.
Good. Thank you.
And I congratulate you for that.
Thank you.
I got one other question.
Okay.
What was going on with those firemen beating up there? Up there on 30.
Turn that off real quick. That's an ongoing case, and I'm really not at liberty to talk about that, although I can tell you that...
Did they know each other?
Yes.
They had met each other earlier in a bar, but I wouldn't say they knew each other. There is more to the story, but we the case.
girlfriends?
Pardon me?
Were there girlfriends involved?
I don't believe so.
Badgering the witness.
This is a curious story.
Yeah, and more will be coming out, but it's not appropriate for it to.
Overruled.